Hello and welcome to my channel. Today, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm going to be showing you how I put on a face mask. I suffer from gluten allergies. I have very weird symptoms, and one of them is weird skin breakouts. So whenever I get gluten poisoning, I will do a face mask every day until my skin is looking better and feeling better, which is usually about a week to 2 weeks. In order to keep my face hydrated and not dry out too much, I also steam my face and put facial oils on it, which I will also show you in this video. If you want to see how I did this to myself, then keep on watching. So this recipe is quite simple. First I'm going to get some bentonite clay. I bought this tiny spatula, which, as you can see compared to my finger, it's a very tiny, adorable spatula. I'm going to scoop out some of my bentonite clay. And I'm gonna do 2 scoops. And I keep this in a shopping bag. And the reason it's so black is that I also like to put activated charcoal in here. Activated charcoal is something I discovered actually when I was in the hospital. When I overdosed, they made me drink charcoal water, which was really a paste. So I'm gonna put 1 very large scoop, and then I'm going to close these up, and then I have in a shopping bag here. I'm just gonna close this and put it, I have it in a box because it's really messy. As you can tell, my whole surface here is now dirty and my hands are dirty. And then I'm going to get some turmeric, fill up the lid with a shallow layer, because this will color your skin yellow, so I don't put too much of it in there. But this stuff has made a huge difference in my skin. And then I'm going to add some sea salt. I fill up the cap. With this, I usually do twice. I really don't have set measurements for how I do this. I kind of just eyeball it. So now I'm just gonna stir together my dry ingredients. As I stir it, it becomes more of a gray color. I would highly recommend having some baby wipes on hand for doing this particular project. This is some green tea that I just brewed. And then I have 2 different types of honey. This is Manuka honey, and then I have some raw honey, and I just love honey. I don't measure it. It's really hard to measure honey. I just get a nice glob. And then I don't want to mix these. So I have a paper towel, and I'm just gonna put my dirty knife over here. And this jar is actually an anchovy jar that I cleaned out. I find that for this, so that I can put it in the fridge, any jar that has a gasket on it that gives it a nice seal is a really good choice. So I'm gonna pour this in little by little as I stir. And by using a very hot liquid, this was literally just boiling, it really helps to blend everything very well. Now it does seem like I added a little bit too much liquid. If you do that, it's very easy to fix. I just get some more of my clay, add a little bit, and then I stir that. Just make sure that you don't let this cool down too much, because then it becomes very difficult to blend it. I would definitely recommend adding the tea slower than I did. I was watching the viewfinder. So now it's getting to the consistency that I really wanted. When you can get it on the spoon, and you can go like this, and it moves, but it moves very slowly. And see how it is solid. I just blend it until it's a very smooth mixture, and you'll see the lumps, and you can, because I'm using a spatula, I can kind of smooth out the bumps by going like this whenever I see them. It doesn't have to be perfect, but whenever you use the hot water, it really helps with the lumps. Then set it aside for it to cool. It doesn't stain your hands. Now I'm gonna show you how I use this stuff. You might wonder, what is this thing here? This is my steamer. And it looks like this. I purchased this at Sephora. And I'm turning it on right now. One thing about this steamer, one of the things that I really love to do is put essential oils in it. So in this steamer right now, I have 1 drop of bergamot, I have 1 drop of melaleuca, which is also tea tree oil, and then 1 drop of clary sage. These are from doTERRA, and disclaimer, I do sell doTERRA. If you would like to purchase these, they are going to be available in my doTERRA store, which is linked below in the description bar. I love to put it in my steamer. These 3 together are very good for acne and for anti-aging, so I tend to always put these 3 in my steamer. I'm starting to boil. And there you see the seam. There's a close-up of my acne. These get so painful, it's crazy. And then here. And it only happens when I get gluten allergies. If I stay away from gluten and don't get gluten poisoning, I'm fine. It's so annoying. It's like it's poisoning me from within, and the poison is coming out of my skin. I remember one time specifically where I inhaled flour and my lungs filled with fluid. I was incredibly sick. I couldn't breathe. My throat started to close. I got like a nasal infection, a nasal cavity infection, and then I was sick for like weeks with this nasal infection and started breaking out like crazy. It was a nightmare. When I'm doing my facial mask, what I do is I steam my face and I make sure that I get my whole face, especially the areas that are problem areas. So I have my face mask here. It's nice and set up. If you can see now, it's super floppy. So what I like to do, because I'm a neat freak, I apply my face mask with a brush. So now I'm just going to put it on my face. I am doing this in a fairly thin layer so it doesn't take forever to dry. So I'm going to wait for this to dry. Generally it takes 20 to 40 minutes depending how thick I put it on. Normally, to be honest, I just watch an episode of a TV show on Netflix or Hulu, and then I take it off after the episode ends. So I'm gonna go do that. Okay, so now my mask is dry, and I have to go wash it off. And I can't really move my lips or my face because it's very, very stiff. So let's go wash it off. So now I'm back. Now very, very important is what you do after you put on the mask. What I do is I put on my toner again, and then I steam my face again. And while I'm steaming my face, I put my moisturizer on. Now you can use any moisturizer. This is my own blend. The base is fractionated coconut oil from doTERRA and then a bunch of different oils from doTERRA. The goal of this facial oil is to help with acne and help prevent aging. It's amazing. So as my face becomes moist and I can feel the water droplets on my face, that's when I go and I get my facial oil. I give it a shake. I usually get about half a dropper full and then I mix it in my hands. And I start on the areas of my face that are the driest, which are my cheeks and by my nose. And then I just do a light massage. So as you can see, this is the next day. My face is no longer red like a cherry. I have a dramatic difference just from one treatment. This zit is starting to peel off, and this one is as well. They both hurt less than they did yesterday. If I do this every single day for probably 3 days, these 2 zits will fall off and the other little bumps on my chin will start improving drastically. This mask has helped me so much. I hope that it helps you if you're also having these types of acne issues related to allergies or just hormonal acne. We all have different skin, and it's always good to try different things and see what works for you. And I hope that you're having the most beautiful, beautiful day where you're realizing your inner beauty and also feeling more confident as you improve your outer beauty. But to be honest, with me, with my acne, the most horrible part is not how it looks, it's how it feels. It just hurts. And I am so relieved and so much happier when I'm just not in pain from my allergies. If you have any other questions or comments or want me to try something else, let me know and maybe I'll do it. I hope that you have a beautiful day. Mwah! Bye! Oh yeah, whenever I get gluten allergies, that day I'm super sick. I'm either throwing up or passing out. I'll sleep for like 12 hours straight. And then I'm spitting stuff up because I have all this acid reflux for days. And then the acne comes. And then I'm breaking out for like a week or 2 with these painful, cystic, pus-filled bumps underneath my skin. So I do this purge to help prevent it. Sometimes I end up not actually having any zits if I do it right when it happens, but sometimes I'm so sick that I don't end up doing it till the acne shows up, kind of like this time. So now I'm just kind of trying to help the things that are happening and prevent the things that are going to continue to happen.